Hello, welcome to Yoga Flow. Today we're going to focus a lot on twisting, and we'll have a balance challenge that you might want a block or two for. We're going to move from a grounded warrior three into a revolved half moon. We also might want those blocks for a few other things as well. The strap, we're only going to use the strap for one thing today, and this is going to assist us in a bind, an extended side angle for those of you that want to start working on that and going there but can't quite do it, or can't do it without coming out of our nice form, because we don't sacrifice form for a bind. So this is a nice little training tool for that. Otherwise, you won't need it today. And let's get started onto our back. We need to warm up the abdominals and the core a little bit here before we go into twist. So if you come onto the back, good, just roll the shoulders back a little bit so you can get just a little bit more opening here through the upper body, and take your feet as wide as the mat. Your arms can be anywhere that they're comfortable. And as you're here, just because it feels good, just let yourself get a nice little windshield wiper. Good. Now, my belly button is in here because I am going into a little bit of rotation or a twist in the spine. Good, and then we'll come back to center. So I'm just going to let my knees just kind of fall in toward each other. You can take both hands to the belly, or one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Kind of be wherever you're comfortable. And just start breathing here. Maybe softening a little bit more. And as you expand the rib cage, notice how it expands across the mat. And then as you change the breath, maybe if you've got a hand on the belly, just notice the rise and fall. As you keep this breath, set an intention for your practice. What would you like to give or receive from this practice? You can always dedicate it to someone or something. Once you have that set, good. I'm going to remove my hands. Good. Again, I'm going to kind of let the knees come back out a little bit here, and maybe getting a deeper windshield wiper here. Again, belly button stays in. And then we're just going to bring those feet and hips back into alignment with each other. I'm going to take my hands behind my right thigh. You can also do this on the shin. If you've got a knee issue, though, come to the thigh. What we're going to do here is we're just going to give a gentle tug in, a little squeeze of the belly, and release. And a little tug and release. And tug and release. Tug and hold if you can. And release. I'm going to take my right hand on the outside of this right knee and just come into some little circles here. Now my abs are fired up so I can control this, so my body is not wildly rocking around. Let's take that in opposite direction. And then from here, we'll put that foot down. Same thing, other side. To the shin or to the thigh. Good. Once you're ready, we're going to tug in and release. Tug and release. Tug and release. And tug and release. This time, tug in and hold. So this movement here on both sides tends to get things moving. So do twists. So don't be surprised if you have to go to the bathroom after practice. And then release. Good. Left hand's going to come to left knee. Good. Take those little circles. Your belly button is still in here. And then let's take that in the opposite direction. Good. Now from here, let's do a little bit of prep. Arms up, inhale, nod the chin, lift the chest and the shoulders. Gaze is gonna be right to the mid-thigh. Arms are gonna lift and we'll come down. I'm gonna leave my arms right here. We'll do that again. Big inhale, exhale, nod the chin. Come up, reach down, lift up, and come down. Inhale, exhale, lift up, go to your right, and come down. Inhale, exhale, go to the left. And come down. Good. Now from here, one knee at a time, coming into tabletop. Good. Go right into a bicycle. My belly button is in. The lower you go, the harder it is. Be mindful of the back. So if you're going low and your low back doesn't like it, don't go as low. Let's reverse. Good. Knees in the tabletop, arms out to the side. Zip up nice and tight. We're going to take those knees over to the right into a hover. Remember, if your low back's getting involved, you're hovering too low. We'll come back up and hover to the left. And back center. One more time each side. We'll switch it up to the right and to the left. Good. Now switching that up. Taking it over to the right. And reach, if that's okay for you. Bending the knees, coming back to center, to the left. And reach, if that's okay, and coming back. One more time each side, to the right. And reach. Bend the knees, come back to center, to the left. And reach. Bend the knees, and come to center. Now for pendulum, both legs are up. Good, I'm gonna come over to the right. As you come to your hover, look at your toes. Are they even or does the top toe slip back? Try to correct that and come through center and to the left and center and right and center and left and center to the right. You can stay here and come back to center or maybe coming down. Good, and coming up to the left. And then reaching. Good. Again, the lower you go with these, the harder it is. Don't sacrifice your back. Good. One more time. Good. And then I'm just going to come right up to center, bending those knees and coming down. Again, you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to transition here to all fours. So you can roll over to your side, come up to a seat and do that. I'm going to cross my ankles, grabbing my feet, and do that through rolling like a ball. Good. And coming all the way forward and all the way up. Good. So just some basic. We're still prepping the body here. Spread the fingers nice and wide, rooting through knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Hips are over the knees. Tops of the feet are down. We're in a neutral spine. So careful not to do a little sway back here. Belly button is in. Inhale. Heart comes forward. Pelvis turns back. Nice cow pose. Exhale, press the floor away, look to the thighs, mad cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back, nice flat spine. We're going to take a little side bend here. So envision the low rib cage and the top of the hip are squeezing together on each side. So belly button is in, to the right and left. And right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left. Coming back to center, thread the needle slow. Right arm comes out, and we'll take a little scoop, and we'll come up, and take that little scoop, and open, and scoop, take it all the way down. Hips are over the knees. Remember, top of the head can touch, not the ear. Use your left hand, left shoulder to help support you here. Long line from crown to tail. Inhale, exhale, using that left hand and shoulder, pressing up. Let's take that to the other side. So from here, left arm comes up and take that little scoop. And we'll open and scoop and open and scoop and open and scoop, taking it all the way through. Good. Long line from crown to tail. Don't press that left ear into the floor. Use your right hand and shoulder to help you with that. I've also found when I press this opposite side in, when I'm here doing this series, I get a little bit of a deeper twist, a little bit more of an active twist, but not so much that I am cranking through the spine or anything like that. I really like it. Inhale, exhale, pressing through and coming back up. Good. Let's come right into downward facing dog. So if you're taller, take a half a hand width or full hand width forward, or if you're shorter, stay where you are. Tucking the toes, pressing in and forward into the mat as you shift back, lifting the knees. Good. Find your alignment. Knees are going to be bent for most people here. And pressing in and forward into my mat. I'm going to turn my elbows more towards my pointer and middle fingers, making my upper body fire up a little bit better. Shoulders are in their pockets, head and neck are free. Hips, knees, and toes are tracking relative alignment. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to lengthen and bend and lengthen and bend. Your lengthening, your bending might not look like mine. That's okay. You do what you can do. Bend how you need to bend, so lengthen how you need to lengthen. You can stay with that or walk your dog one leg at a time. Now my belly button is also really in here. So I'm forcing this to be a little bit of core work as well, especially on my exhales. I feel it right below the navel. Good, maybe lifting the heels and dropping. Good, a little bit of ankle work here. Good. Now from here, find your down dog, whatever it looks like for you. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk or step the feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Long spine, use blocks if you can't touch the floor. Exhale and we'll fold. Bend the knees as needed. Again, inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Long back. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes. Long spine as possible. As you come up, exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, let's go through a little bit of slowing here. So this flow, these next couple are going to involve a forward fold twist. So if you can't touch the floor very well for that, you can have a block here in the center. It can be this height, or this height. And then maybe you touch the floor very well and you don't need a block, and that's okay too. So I'm going to recommend feet about hip width apart. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, long spine. Exhale and we'll fold. I'm going to use the block on this first one, so those of you that need to see it can see it. So I'm going to use my lower setting here, but you use whatever setting works for you. Good. It's right under my face. My left hand is going to come onto the block. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Remember, we want to twist from length. Exhale, press into the blocker to the floor and open. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Inhale, right hand on the blocker to the floor under the face. Lift and lengthen halfway. Take it to the left. Inhale, exhale, take that down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, and tension. We're going to add on to that. Inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, left hand on blocker to the floor under the face. Open to the right, long spine. Exhale, take that down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Right hand under the face. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Open to the left. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and bow. I'm going to move my block out of the way, planting my hands, stepping back or hopping back to a plank. Now hold your plank. Knees can come down if you need it to. So I'm pressing back through my heels. I've got long legs. I'm going to kind of move forward. Shoulders are over behind the wrist, taking the chest more forward. My belly button is in. Good. Now, if your knees are down, you won't be pressing back through the heel, but you can still take the chest forward and press that floor away. Good. Now from here, knees will come down for everyone. Tops of the toes down. Elbows turn forward. Try not to collapse the shoulders as the elbows come straight back. Control it on the down. Good. Hands can come a little forward and to the side. Rolling shoulders back, zipping up front body. Inhale, exhale, find a baby cobra, a medium cobra, or a high cobra. And then we'll lower that down. We're going to do that again. So you go where you can go as long as you're not crunching the spine or hanging in the shoulders, rolling shoulders back, belly button is in. Inhale, find that baby cobra, a medium cobra, or a high cobra. And we'll lower that back down. Good. From here, hands under the shoulder. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up in a plank, shift back down dog. Or move with me through a tabletop position. Tucking toes, lifting up, find your down dog. Breathe, come back to your intention. And then from here, once you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to move through a couple sun salutes here, sun salute A's, that is a little bit quicker. You choose, you can take or skip the flow. If upward facing dog is in your practice, you can use that as well. Big inhale and reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Remember, the chaturanga halfway down is optimal for the shoulders. It's really, really hard on the rotator cuff to try to come all the way to the floor and pitch up there. A lot of yogis get shoulder issues and blown out shoulders from doing that. So from down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, and we'll lift. Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good. From the down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knee. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, and tension. So let's change up that little movement pattern. Big inhale and we'll reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. From this bow, I'm going to set my right foot back. So I'm going to come into a left up runner. I'm going to bring blocks in here. You may not need them, but I do. So my feet are parallel railroad tracks here. My front heel is grounded. The knee can be over or behind the ankle. I'm going to take the left hip back so my hips are more even. I'm pressing into my block through to the floor. I'm lengthening my torso. If you're not getting a good stretch right here, take this foot back a little bit more. Or press a little bit more through that heel. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, I'm going to lower my right knee down. I'm going to untuck that toe. Good. You can stay down here a little bit if you want to. Otherwise, in a nice, stable way, moving up. Reach up, zip up that front body. Arms are going to come forward. Gaze to the right hand, open to the right. And come back to center. Gaze to the left hand, open to the left. Come back center. Reaching up, touching hands together. Good. We're going to lean forward and we're going to take a prayer twist to the left. Okay. And I'm going to open up that left shoulder. If prayer twist is not your jam, you can take your right hand to a block or to the floor and open up here. Okay. So find the twist that's appropriate for your body in this moment. I'm pressing into my hands. I'm opening up that left shoulder. My left hip is coming back. My right hip is coming forward. So I'm keeping the twist in the thoracic. I'm not compensating at the hips. Inhale, exhale, I'm going to come back. I'm going to plant my hands, tuck the toes, lift the back knee, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From down dog when you're ready. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll out. Good. From here, I'm going to step that left foot back, coming into a right up runner. Need my blanket handy here. Left side needs a little cushion today. Once we get there, good. So find your nice up right runner. Right hip's going to come back. Left hip will come forward, pressing into the block to the floor, lengthening the torso, pressing back to that back heel. Breathe. Return to your intention. Now from here, when you're ready, good. Left knee is going to ground. Untucking that back toe. Good. Nice and slow and controlled. We'll come up here. Good. And reach. And reach. Belly button is in. Gaze into the left hand, opening to the left. And coming back center. Gaze to the right hand, open to the right. And come back center. Reaching up, hands coming together. Good. Now I'm going to take a prayer twist. But remember, you can always put that left hand into the floor and open up. I'm opening up my right shoulder. I'm pressing into my hand. I'm breathing. Coming back to intention. Inhale, exhale, come back. Hands are going to come back down. Good. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Front foot can step back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this flow, but you can take yours. And let this be a moment to come back to your good down dog form. Remember, elbows are going to turn a little bit more upwards, getting that nice, good shoulder support. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, move out. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. All right. So we're going to come into a chair twist here. So your feet can be hip width apart, a little bit closer together or together. Practice how you need to practice. The closer the feet, the more challenging it is. Okay. So from here, I'm just going to take my arms up. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to sit back into chair pose. Good. Taking hands to the heart. So get into the heels, get into the glutes. Maybe pressing into the big toe and pinky toe mounds. Could you lift toes only? Could you wiggle them? And then lowering those toes. I'm going to come a little bit deeper into my chair, a little bit longer into the spine. Good. From here, big inhale. Exhale, I'm going to take my twist to the right. Good. Maybe your elbow comes out here, maybe it doesn't, but I'm going to open up. Good. And then some of you have more depth. Maybe you can extend. Maybe you can half bind or full bind here. take it where you need to take it for your practice. Knees are even to each other. Inhale, exhale, coming out of the twist, pressing through the feet. We'll come up. Inhale, exhale, find that prayer chair. Just the chair for right now. And then from here, I'm going to sink a little deeper. I'm going to think about growing a little bit longer. Inhale, exhale, taking that prayer to the left, opening up the left shoulder. My knees are even. So if the right knee came forward, take the right hip back. Again, that keeps a twist in the torso. Inhale, exhale, coming back, pressing up. Inhale, exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. From here, the right leg's gonna lift 3 points, bending that knee, round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Good, find your nice up runner. Maybe you don't need blocks this time, but my front hip's gonna come back. Good, I'm lengthening, I'm pressing back. Good. Now, we're gonna stay on parallel railroad tracks here. If you need to ground down your back knee and do it the way we did it before, then you can do that again. Otherwise, with stability, rise, find your high crescent. Front hip will come back. Relax the shoulders. Arms are gonna come forward. Gaze to the right hand as you open to the right. And coming back to center. Gaze to the left hand, open to the left. Coming back center. Hands to prayer. I'm gonna lengthen. Good, taking a prayer twist to the left. Remember, right hand can also come down to the floor into a block if this is what you need. Left hip is back, left shoulder is opening. Inhale, exhale, hands are gonna come back down, front foot's gonna step back. Good, from here, before we take a flow, we're gonna take a different kind of flow. So I'm gonna let my left leg come up, bending the left knee, opening to the left. Strong, even upper body. Try to keep the left shoulder down. Good. Now for this one feels great to a lot of people. And if you'd like to stay here longer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we're gonna take this into a cheetah twist. So I'm gonna let this left knee come forward over to my right side and then opening back up. And we'll do that 4 times. If coming through center is better for you, then feel free to do so. From here, big inhale to prepare. Exhale, knee to the right. Inhale, take it back up and open. And number 2. And come back in, open. And number 3. And come back in, open. And last time, number 4. And come back in, open. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale, foot comes down. Good. You choose, take or skip that flow. Mind your form. Once you've made it to your down dog, we're going to take that again. The right leg's gonna lift 3 points, bending that knee, round, step or pick up and put the right foot forward between the hands. Good. So find your right up runner this time, with or without block. Front hip will come back, lengthen the torso. And when you're ready, knee can come down if you in the back if you need that, or with stability, rise, high crescent. Front hip will come back, arms come forward. Good. Gaze comes to the left hand. We're going to open to the left and coming back center. Gaze to the right hand, open to the right and come back center. Hands to prayer, lengthen. Try not to change the angle in the knee when you lengthen, and open. Opening through prayer twist or arms long. Maybe the left hand needs to come to a block or the floor. Breathe. Strong through that back heel if you're lifted. I'm trying to get out of this droopy habit. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Plant the hands. Front foot steps back. Good. Now from here, right leg's going to lift 3 points. Bending that knee, opening up to the right. Try not to let that left shoulder lift, which is what I mean by that is this. Let's see if you can be more like that. Good. Now from here, you choose hanging out here, feet in through center, or taking the twisting one with me. Inhale, exhale, knee to the left, and we'll come back and open to the right. And knee to the left, come back open to the right. Knee to the left, come back open to the right. Last time, knee to the left, come back open to the right. Foot comes down. You choose, move through a vinyasa or skip it. From downward facing dog when you're ready. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, and tension. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of a water break here. Good. One of those voices fading in and out days. Good. So I'm going to take my blocks here, preparing for our final flow that we're going to do. And have your strap handy if you're going to use that as an aid for extended angle binding. You can just put it within your reach for right now. Good. So from here, I've got my block set. My left leg is going to be my supporting leg to start. Hip, knee, and toe are going to track forward. Good. So we're going to use the abs to pick up this leg. Okay. If you're not stable when you're lower, don't pick it up higher. Work there. It's all good. The arms can come forward. If you're low, you can stay here. If you're high, left hand can come to the outside of that right thigh as you open to the right. I'm still breathing. I'm coming back to my intention. Woo, good. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to take that back. Hands are going to come to my blocks. Remember, blocks can be any height you need them. They don't have to be the highest. And I'm going to reach back. Left side, hip, knee, and toe track forward. Right side, hip, knee, and toe track down. Good. Good. Now from here, I'm going to let my right hand stay right where it is on the block. I'm going to open to the left. Good. Revolved half moon. Coming back down. I know, left leg's burning. Reaching that right foot back. Good. Warrior press. That back leg and foot. Heel to heel, toe to arch, or a little bit wider if you need it. With stability. Rise. Finding warrior two. Now, let's make sure we're in good warrior two form. So as my front hip comes back, my hips are going to be at a little bit of a 45-ish degree angle. Good. I'm going to leave my hips there. They don't move as I open my chest to the side. So warrior two is a zipping up. With a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg, just open up to the back. Nice side bend. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. This is where we're going to come into the extended side angle now. So really press to the back. Good. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. When you can come no more, forearm can come to a thigh. You can bring a block in here. inside or outside. Outside's going to be easier. Good. And I'm going to do the bind or partial bind. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my strap as I open up to the side. Good. Now from here, I'm pressing and lengthening a little bit long. I'm going to turn my palm behind me. I'm going to wrap my hand back here. So you want that strap to be hanging down in there. Okay. And then maybe I can grab my strap. Good. And I'm going to open. So here's what the bind looks like over time when you can't find your hands in good form. Trying to bind doing this is not a good way to bind. Good. Find that little opening. This will give you a little bit of practice, and over time, hands will get closer and closer together, and then you can bind. And then we'll release, and we'll come down. Good. With or without your block, swivel up the back foot, lengthen that front leg. Pyramid variation, lengthening the torso. And then when you're ready, good. Putting a bend in the front knee, planting the hand, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. And then from here, inhale, look forward, bend the knee, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hand. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll out. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding breath, mountain, and tension. Let's take that all to the other side so that my back is not to you. I'm just going to switch sides on my mat. I'll have my strap handy here. I'll fold that a little bit better. Good. Okay. So from here, now your right leg is going to be your supporting leg this time. Your hip, knee, and toe on the right side is going to track forward. Zipping up, abs are lifting the leg. Only take it so high as when you're stable. So if you're not stable when you're lower, you're not going to be stable when you're higher. Okay. Good. You can stay here, or if your leg is higher, right hand can come to the left side, maybe opening to the left. And when you're ready, we'll come back. Good. Yep, leg is still lifted. Inhale, exhale, taking it back. Hands can come through the blocks. Right hip, knee, and toe are tracking forward. Left hip, knee, and toe are tracking down. Breathe. And as you're ready, left hand's going to stay on the block. And we're going to open to the right. Good. Revolved half moon on this side. Coming back down, reaching that left leg back. Warrior prep with stability. Rise. And we'll set up for warrior two. So my front hip's going to come back hip's going to come forward. Torso is going to open without the hips moving. And reach. Belly button is in. And now with a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg, take that back, find your exalted. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior two, pressing through the back, lengthen, 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 lengthen. When you can come no more, take a forearm to the thigh, take a block, take a hand down. Good. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this with my free hand, and I'm going to open up here. So this might be where you choose to stay with your extended side angle. Good. I'm going to turn my hand behind. Good. Finding my strap. Good. And opening up. Now, even this assisted bind with the strap is 100% optional. So if it doesn't feel good to you, not something you want to do, then don't go there. And when you're ready, we'll release. Good. We're going to come down, swivel up back foot, hands on block or to the floor. You're still parallel railroad railroad tracks here. Lengthen the front leg, lengthen the torso. Right hip comes back, left hip comes forward. Inhale, looking forward, bending that knee, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose take or skip the last flow of this class. And then from here, once you've made it back to your down dog, just come down to your knees and come to a seat. Good. Now I'm going to bring my blanket back in here to sit on. All right. So from here, we're going to go into a little bit of a twisty variation of Danyu. So I've got my left leg out, right foot is in. Good. I'm just going to kind of open up a little bit here. Big inhale, exhale, and lengthen. Some of you may choose not to do the twist and just stay right here because this is what feels good, and that's great. If you are going to go into the twist, your left arm's going to come on the inside of the left leg. Right hand's going to come somewhere on the outside. You can stay there or you can open up. Good. Now, if you want to take this a little bit step further, good. Your right arm is going to come up, turning that palm behind, taking it behind you and opening up just a little bit more here, finding a little bit more length. Good. If you took that last little bonus, we'll release and we'll come down, undo the twist, and come back up to the other side. Right leg comes forward, left foot comes in. Good. Get a little bit more centered here. Big inhale and reach. Good. Lengthen. You can choose to stay here, or right arm's going to come on the inside of the right leg. Left hand's going to come somewhere on the outside here. You can stay there. You can open to the left. You can stay there, or left arm can come up, throwing the palm behind you, doing a little bit of a wrap, a little bit of an opening. So always look where you're going. So if I'm opening to the left, I'm looking to the left. Good, and then when you're ready, good, I'm going to release, coming out of there and coming back up. Excellent work. Let's do a little bit of boat work here before we come back down onto our backs. So let's just do one little boat. And you can also use the strap here if you've got that for these. Otherwise, good. I'm just going to take this in. I'm balancing on the sit bones. My spine is long. You can hold shins or the backs of the thighs. Good. And maybe you just lift a little bit. Maybe you can lift a little bit more, or maybe a little bit more. Maybe you let go of your arms, not me today. But remember, if you feel this in the hip flexors, that hip crease, your abs are not working. Your hip flexors are taking over. Abs, abs, abs. Zip up from pubic bone behind the navel. Relax those shoulders. And then when you're ready, good. We're going to take that down. Legs come forward and forward fold. And from here, good. We're going to do a little bit of a boat twist, different things for different people. You can. The easiest way is to keep your feet on the mat. Good. Hands will come to prayer. Long spine, you're going to lean back, and this will be your twist. Okay. It's a little bit harder if you're lifted here. It's even harder if you're moving the legs with you. Okay. So you choose what you need to do. We're going to do this for a count of 10. If you would prefer to just boat and not take the twist, then that's okay too. You do you. So from here, when you're ready, take it where you're going to take it. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Take those legs forward and fold forward. And then from here, I'm just going to use this as a nice little roll down, going all the way onto the back. Good. Take the feet in. Let's take the knees in. Let's get one little hip opener here. Take the soles of the feet together. Supine Baddha Konasana. Knees out to the side, finding length from crown to tail. Good. Let's take our final twist. So I'm going to release. Good. I'm going to take my arms out to the side. My feet are grounded. I'm going to press into the feet, lift the hips. I'm going to shift my hips over to the right. I'm going to cross the right leg over the left. If you can wrap your whole foot around that leg, that's great. If not, do what you need to do. And we're going to let those knees, oh, I've got blocks in the way, go over to the left, keeping right shoulder grounded, looking to the right, full spinal twist. If at any point this wrapped leg twist does not work for you, a knee or a hip or something is not into it, undo the wrap. And then from here, head will come back to center. Good. Using one leg at a time or using your abs to bring those knees back up. We'll undo, feet on the floor, press into the floor, shift the hip center, wiggle, 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 let your body reset itself. And then when you're ready, we'll do that to the other side. So pressing feet into the floor, lift the hips, shift them over to the left. Left leg crosses over the right. And then we'll let those knees go to the right. Left shoulder grounded as you look to the left. And head will come back to center, one leg at a time, or abs, bringing both of them back in, undoing, pressing into the feet, lift the hips, and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Knees into the chest, maybe lift. Good, we made it. And we're going to go into Shavasana from right here. So you can bring in any props that you need. You can let everything come long and flop open. You can keep a bend in the knees. You can be on your side. You can be on your belly. Be where you're comfortable. And then from here, see if you can make yourself about 10% more comfortable. They'll leave you here for a few moments, practicing the hardest yoga pose of all, being still and coming back into your intention. Take some big deep breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck and side to side. Choose stillness or invite movement in the fingers and the toes. Choose stillness or taking knees into the chest, choosing to keep the upper body grounded or nodding the chin and lifting up into a full body hug. And choosing stillness, removing any props out of the way if you used any during Shavasana time, taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes, point and flex through the feet, bend and stretch through the hands, curling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then whenever you're ready, carefully bending in both knees, and you choose, rolling over to the right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time that you need here. But when you're ready, we'll come up to a seat where we normally practice or start our yoga practice. Noticing how you feel. hopefully a little bit longer, a little bit more ringed out. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen. Touching palms together. Exhale, hands in heart center. Coming back to that intention you made for yourself one final time. We'll take the thumbs to the forehead for good and true thoughts. To the lips for good and kind words. To the heart for open and loving hearts. Knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe, may you stay well, may you have a wonderful day, evening, week, month, season ahead. Namaste.